Good evening, class. I hope everyone is fine. Last time we discussed about the consumer behavior and marketing strategy. Let's recall whatever we discussed. In the last previous video, we discussed about a case study about a hotel, about an Indian hotel or Indian restaurant. There, the hotel used to face, in the current situation, the hotel facing a lot of losses. Later, the consultation team given the suggestion that normal suggestion, but again they rechecked the previous video. After that, they got the information that everything is fine. The management is also fine, and the staff is also fine. They're having good capabilities, and they are having good training facilities, training skills, and all these things. And they are highly motivated. But here they are not aware of the consumer behavior, the modern consumer behavior. So here the management should take about the modern consumer behavior. If the management really identifies the behavior of the consumer, then their job is done. Actually, these kind of topics we discussed in the past previous videos. Now, in the continuation, we are going forward. Already we said what is consumer behavior in the form of example. Already we talk about the consumer behavior. Then already we took this case study as an example. Then what is meant by consumer behavior? It is a study of individuals, groups or organizations and a process they use to select, secure, use and dispose of the products, services, experience or ideas to satisfy needs and impacts that these processes have on the consumer and society. Already we discussed. It deals with the individual groups or organization. They are going to focus on the services and the dispose of the products and whether the product satisfied or not, or whether the product fulfill the needs, and what are the impacts and consequences after the use for the consumer or the society. This is called consumer behavior. Then what is marketing strategy? It is formulated based on assumption about consumer behavior, and the results of strategy depends on the actual consumer response to it. Marketing strategy again, here these assumptions we are going to discuss later. Let's move ahead. Then let's talk about the creating memorable experience. In consumer behavior, the management or whatever, they have to create the memorable experience. Let's talk about the SBI Bank and SBI Bank and Axis Bank or ICICI Bank, some private banks. If you see the services are given in the public sector, they are not that much efficient. They don't have that much highly qualified team, and they used to make lot of delays and service. But whereas if you go for this private bank, everything it will be fast. Even in order to deposit the checks and even in order to generate the DD, also private banks are much feasible compared to the public banks. If you take a Pizza Huts also, actually, the customers who are going to Pizza Huts, they're not taking this pizza. They're not consuming this pizza. Along with the pizza, the management is providing a lot of things. They are giving extra out of their menu. Like if you see the cozy ambience, and if you see the Wi-Fi facilities, and if you see the services, and all these things will come under, and all these things will come under a product. But here the Pizza Huts give more whatever mentioning in the menu, because they already understand the behavior. If you think that people, even if you take the coffee shops like Coffee Day, those coffee days they used to provide good ambience. If you see in Bangalore, people used to go for sitting only. They used to have some informal meetings where they can talk in the coffee houses. For that only this coffee day, all these things, they are maintaining the ambience where software engineers or business professionals, they can sit and have a cup of coffee and they can discuss more related to their business activities. That is the main agenda regarding this Pizza Huts and coffee days. So here they are creating some memorable experience. Not only the product, along with that product, they are adding so many extra facilities which are really required by the consumer. Then understanding the consumer behavior. Already I told that understanding the behavior is very important, because if you understand the behavior, your work is done and your job is done. Let's talk about nano car. Actually, how the idea of the nano car came for Ratan Tata. So one day this Ratan Tata is traveling in his car and he noticed that the middle class Indian people there are just riding on the bike, two-wheeler bike with four, like a father, mother, and the children. Then he thought that it's very risky. The journey is very risky. So for that he thought that, yeah, I want to give a safe journey one. I want to give a safe journey for the common man with an economic price, with low economic price, like a very nominal price. For that only this nano car emerged out from his brain. So already he succeeded. He provided the car within the 1 lakh. Before it was 1 lakh. So that is the main concept of nano car, because here the Ratan Tata understand the behavior of the consumer. And if you talk about the Hindustan Times, if you see that Hindustan Times majority, not only along with the people, even the civil students, all these people used to subscribe because they used to get more stuff when compared to other people, other customers. Actually, the management of this Hindustan Times noticed and they observe the behavior. So, according to the behavior of the consumer, they used to give the news and everything, which customers are more likely to engage. And application of consumer behavior here.